Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, Miranda and Jessica. So now it's just our welcome. Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the Universalist Unitarian Community of Halifax. This year, this congregation, I can. This year, this congregation is without a minister for the first time in many years, but we're still here with all of our passion, love, and commitment to a better world. And the blessing of this year without a minister is that all of our services are led by diverse members of our community, which will only serve to make this community more interesting and stronger. This evening's service is going to be led by me and my family, and this is 3 families who have come together on this night each year for many years, and tonight we're sharing our own traditions with you. This church, this community, is an open-minded, open-hearted, spiritual community for curious and compassionate seekers. As UUs, we recognize that the truths of the universe are too complex to be summed up by any one religious tradition or dogma. So instead of focusing on creeds and beliefs, we focus on cultivating relationships, community, and responsible action. We draw meaning and wisdom from many sources too, including the healing power of nature, the fierce call of justice work, the enlightening discoveries of science, the ancient teachings of interdependence and unity, and the awe for the great mystery itself. If you are new here, welcome. If we haven't seen you in a while, welcome back. So there are snacks and cider after the service and irreverent pagan caroling that was meant to be outside, and it's not going to be outside tonight. It is much too cold. That frosty wind is going to blow our books right out of our hands. So we'll do it probably in here because it has the best acoustics. Okay. So there are announcements that are in your bulletin. The announcements are just about the fact that masks are recommended, but not required. And we do have some available on the table out front. There is a Saturday brunch that happens here every Saturday. All are welcome. This program is not funded as a part of this community's budget, but is funded by direct contributions from our members and friends. You can make a donation anytime via e-transfer to treasurer@uuch.ca, or you can send a check to the church. Okay, so I don't know if last year we passed a collection bowl, but I feel that it's important because we're really grateful for the fact that there is a building and it does have lights on. Oh, here, Sarah, you were meant to read that part. All right. Yeah.
All right, so we know that there's a financial cost to the work that this community does, and they do a lot of really good stuff in the community. And as important as the money is, it pays for light and heat and all of that. But no, we don't measure anybody's worth or dignity in any way by what you've got to give or what you don't have to give. So during the offering, we invite you to offer what you can, if you can. If you don't carry cash, it again can be donated by e-transfer to treasurer@uuch.ca. All right.
Miranda, did you want to play during this? Want to play morning?
Thank you, Miranda. So before we begin, we acknowledge that we are in Chipuktuk, Ibingmagi, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. As we gather here tonight to welcome back the light, let us see it as a symbol of hope in our relations with the land and with each other. We are all treaty people.
So this is a part of the UU service, called chalice lighting, where we light it at the beginning. Thank you, Taryn. We light this chalice in honor of everything that is: the earth, frozen now and sleeping, the air blowing fiercely outside, rattling our windows, the fire are warming this space, and even the smallest flicker of a candle, and the water, which was falling around us earlier this evening, reminding us that there is magic and beauty in cold and change. Okay, so our opening song together is in your order of service, and it's more of a chant than a song. And so what we're doing with this song is just to call the elements together of our circle here. Okay. Earth, my body. Do you have it anywhere?
Yes, but I lost all my music.
Here, do you need
Okay.
just the words?
It's Earth, the air. Is that
Nope,
the one?
different one.
Is this the one that we were doing before?
Or is this one? There you go. It's the drumming one.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Riley, we need your drumming.
Okay. Don't you want to lead Earth, my body? I guess you can.
Yeah. What note do you want to start on?
Earth, my body, water, my
there we go.
blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit.
Also, as a reminder, keep the microphone as close to your mouth as possible, then it's easier to hear. All right, I'll read these opening words. Do not be afraid of darkness. Dark is the rich, fertile earth that cradles the seed, nourishing growth. Dark is the soft night that cradles us to rest. Only in darkness can stars shine across the vastness of space. Only in darkness is the moon's dance so clear. There is mystery woven in the dark, quiet hours. There is magic in the darkness. Do not be afraid. We are born of this magic. It fills our dreams that root, unravel, and reweave themselves in the shelter of the deep, dark night. The dark has its own hue, its own resonance, its own breath. It fills our soul not with despair, but with promise. Dark is the gestation of our deep and knowing self. Dark is the cave where we rest and renew our soul. We are born of the darkness, and each night we return to the deep, moist womb of our beginnings. Do not be afraid of the darkness, for in the depth of that very darkness comes a first glimpse of our own light, the pure inner light of love and knowing. As it glows and grows, the darkness recedes. As we shed our light, we shed our fear and revel in the wonder of all that is revealed. So do not rush the coming of the sun. Do not crave the lengthening of the day. Celebrate the darkness, here and now, a time of richness, a time of joy.
Okay. And now Rebecca is going to read a poem. Okay. Do you want me to hold your words or the mic? You got it?
So the shortest day came and the year died, and everywhere down the centuries of snow of our snow-white world came people, singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling through all the frosty ages. You can hear them echoing behind us. Listen, all the all the long echoes sing the same delight this shortest day. As promise wakens in our sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends, and hope for peace, and so do we here now. This year and every year to come, welcome Yule.
It's Rebecca. All right, and now we have the story. Oh, sorry, we have a song. We just talked about it. Okay, I almost did it again. I'll pull a chair out. Want to leave that there and Sarah could speak into that? Okay.
No, because
Okay.
it's a distance mic.
All right. So this story comes from the book Circle Round, which was written by Starhawk, Diane Baker, and Anne Hill. So it begins. Circle round, and I'll tell you a story about when the sun was born again. It was the middle of winter, and the sun had grown very old. All year long, the sun had worked very hard, rising and setting day after day. All year long, the sun had fed everybody on earth, shining and shining, giving energy to the trees and the flowers and the grasses so they could grow and feed the animals and birds and insects and people. All year, the sun's gravity held tight to the spinning ball of the earth and the twirling ball of the moon and the 8 other whirling planets as they traveled around and around until the poor sun was dizzy watching it all. Now, the poor tired sun could barely make it up in the morning, and after a very short time needed to sleep again. So the days grew shorter and the nights grew longer until the day was so short it was hardly worth getting up for. Night felt sorry for the sun. "Come to my arms and rest, child," she said. "After all, I am your mother. You were born out of my darkness billions of years ago, and you will return to me when all things end. Let me cradle you now as I shelter every galaxy and star in the universe." So Night wrapped her great arms around the sun, and the night was very long indeed. "Why does the dark go on so long?" asked children all over the earth. "Won't the sun ever come back again?" "The sun is very tired," the old one said, "but maybe, if you children say thank you for all the things the sun does for us, the light may return in the morning." The children sang songs to the sun. They thought about all the things the sun gave them. "Thank you for growing the lettuces and the corn and the rice and the wheat," they said. "Thank you for growing the trees of the forest and the seaweed in the oceans and the krill that feed the whales. Thank you for stirring the air and making winds that bring the rain. Every time a child said thank you, the sun began to feel a little warmer, a little brighter. Wrapped safely in the arms of night, the sun grew younger and younger. At last, the children had to go to bed. We will stay up and wait for the sun to rise again, the old one said. Can't we stay up too? The children asked. You can try, but you will get too sleepy, the old one said. But you can each light a candle, because all fire is a spark of the sun's fire. Put your candle in a very safe place and let it keep vigil for you as you sleep and dream of sunrise. So the children lit their candles and put them in very safe places, and each flame was a little spark of the sun's fire. And the sun peeped out from between the arms of night and saw all the little fires and began to feel warmer and brighter and younger still. Early in the morning, the old ones woke the children. Together, they climbed a high hill and faced to the east, the direction of sunrise. They sang songs to the sun and ran around trying to keep warm. They waited and waited to see what dawn would bring. The sky began to turn from black to indigo to blue. Slowly the sky grew light. A golden glow crept over the horizon. Night opened her great arms, and in a burst of brightness, the sun appeared, new and strong and shining. For in the long night, the sun had rested and grown young from the songs and the thanks of the children, young as a brand new baby, born out of night once more. Everybody cheered, and the children jumped up and down. The sun has returned. The sun is reborn, the people cried. And they danced and sang to celebrate the birth of a new day. And then they went home to breakfast.
All right, kiddos, this is the time. We're gonna do just like we do it in our own living room, except we have a table there. So I'd like all of our kiddos, we'd like all of our kiddos to come and join us and sit on the floor like you did when you were 3. Look, Alice, your favorite butterfly wings are here too. Let's see if they still fit. So someone asked at the beginning of this service, what's this about anyway? Like, what are we doing here? What exactly does this all mean? Aaron, join us. Put away the cards and come sit. Rowan, you can come sit too, but we're gonna need you because only you can reach the lanterns. All right, so these used to be cloaks. These used to be magic capes when they were little. They used to be multiple colors too, but we've had a flood and all of the color rinsed out. So a few of them are kind of white now. But you can tie them in a little knot and tie them around your neck like you did when they were capes. And they're kind of like a bib now, or maybe like a dog neckerchief. Okay, put them on, tie a little knot. It was how we felt magical when they were little. There you go, Aaron. Yes, you do. So when everybody was little, and this is our path, we thought, what do we do? How do you explain this to a 2-year-old? How do you explain this to a 5-year-old? What are we doing here anyway? And so we had one book, maybe 2, that told us, what other people were doing in other places on different coasts and in different continents and different countries. But do you need that tied? You got it? Okay. But we thought the best way to explain it is to sit for a minute in the dark and think about darkness. Yeah, Gabrielle, you might not remember this because it may have been a very long time for you. Do you remember? I'm just gonna see if this works. Yeah, okay. You don't like the dark. Well, you know what? You hold your kitty, and Rowan maybe will hold your hand. He won't. And we're gonna figure out how to turn off as many lights as we can. We can leave the screens on. So look, Gabrielle, there'll be screens where you can see us. There we go. Jessica knows where all the lights are too. Okay. It's not that dark, is it? Okay. You look, there's lights in the street. So what happens when we turn off all of the lights? Oh, maybe Jessica, can you hit the Miranda, do you know where the box is to turn the tree off? Can you do it? Okay. Let Miranda, she knows where it is. Yeah, she set it up. So when we sit here in the darkness, we kind of notice things. First of all, you notice how much more light there is. Is there anything else anyone notices? Gabrielle, what do you notice?
I noticed that there's lights everywhere, and even on the streets, a long time ago, they weren't there, so people had campfires and just.
Yeah, people used to just deal with it. You're totally right. They had fire, right? Oh, and we wanted to blow out our last little candle too. Miranda, can you hop up there and blow up both of those little candles really carefully? I know, she gets to blow out a candle. It's everyone's favorite part. It makes it feel like it's your birthday, doesn't it? Okay, so sit down. What else do we notice once it's dark? It's quiet. But you know what else we always notice at our house? Is how much other noises that you can hear. So for some reason, when it's dark, you can kind of hear everything around you more. Yeah. Yes, you can. Here.
Well, um, since you can't see, yeah, the senses get boosted. So
Maybe it's that daredevil effect. When you can't see, your other senses get boosted. Okay. So we're just going to sit here in the quiet and the dark for a second. And how do you think people used to feel when the light went away, when the days got really short and they were counting and they were like, oh my goodness, the day is shorter today than it was yesterday? How do you think people felt when they lived in caves? Trapped, my mom said. Scared, Aaron said. Trapped by the darkness, maybe if you can't drive after night time. Depressed. Kind of bummed. What about like in later times? Tara, no noises. This is our quiet time. What about in later times? Like, think about like Little House on the Prairie times or like olden day times when they used candles a lot. They probably felt like they were using candles all the time. Like maybe they weren't going to have enough light to make new candles. And they'd have to sleep because what else is there to do if you're wasting all your candles making light to like read by or sew by or cook by, right? Okay, I can see you guys are getting antsy. We'll move this along. Okay, and so they used to wait for the light to return, and they knew because ancient people had tracked it and had counted it. They knew that the light was going to come back, and they knew it was going to come back around this time of year. And so they would wait in the darkness, and they would get really excited, and they would celebrate, right? And after their celebrations, the sun came back early the next day. And then in a few days, the sun came back earlier where they could actually notice it. And yes, Erin. Oh, did you have a question, Gabrielle?
No.
What did you want to say?
That the light is always there even when you can't see it.
That's super true. The light is always there, even when you can't see it. Okay, so now here we are. We've sat in the dark. We've sat together. We've snuggled up. We've put on our magical capes. And then our light's going to come back. Just a tiny little bit at first. And so we're going to light one candle. I was going to use a match because it always feels more magical, but I couldn't find a match. We've lit one little candle. Has anything changed? Gabrielle?
It's a lot brighter, and you can see a lot of more things.
Just one little candle made it a lot brighter. It kind of made it warmer too. Did you feel like it got warmer for a second? You're cold now, are you? It did feel a little colder in the dark though, right? And one little candle can actually light up a room and warm up a room a lot more than you'd think, doesn't it? You know what else is really cool about this candle? Is it's got a lot more light because what's it sitting on? A mirror. This is our sun mirror. And there are two ways of spreading the light, to be the little flame or to be the mirror that reflects it. And so that's why it's so much brighter. And what did we put all around the mirror? Orange slices, because they look like little orange suns, don't they? Very dry, yeah, very crispy. Okay, you can say one more thing and then we'll have our parade.
So the two ones that are half, kind of looks like the moons.
You know what? That's exactly what it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be the new moon, or not that the moon, sorry, first quarter moon, full moon, and third quarter moon. When the moon's getting bigger, when the moon is full, and when the moon's going away. But all the other ones are suns, I promise. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, like we've always done, is we're going to have our little parade, and we're gonna light up the whole room with candles. And so we have our musical instruments. I'm gonna explain it before I hand them out. I've learned that before. And we're gonna have a little parade where we're gonna walk around the room, we're gonna follow me, and Rowan's gonna be at the front because he's the only one tall enough to light these things in the windows. And from our little flame, we are gonna light all of the other flames in the room, and we're gonna spread the light that way. And while we're doing it, we're gonna sing our song, and I'm gonna start. Oh yes, Sarah's gonna start. And I'll be the one who holds the fire, and Sarah will be at the end. Okay. All right. So Sarah's gonna be at the end.
Okay. And if you'd like to come and grab an instrument, you may, and that counts for adults as well if they'd like to come and join us.
It's gonna be kind of chaos. We did bring a lot of tricks. This is gonna be yours. First, we'll start the rotation.
You can start, I find it.
Everyone gets a turn to light a candle. Who's in the front? Karen? Want to relight?
Do you want one? Yeah, so. Okay. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and then bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. I've been searching through the darkness. Return to me, beloved, for the night's gone on too long. Return to me, my love. I won't rest until I found you. Return to me, beloved, and you bring me back the dawn. Return to me, my love. All right, and now we have, even without much electricity, other than the tree, a lot more light. And we're sending our light out into the streets to let people know that the sun will soon return.
All right. And then in our household, what we would do next is we would gather them around and we put on just the nice romantic lights in our home. I don't think we have romantic lights here exactly. And then we sit and we sing carols. And sometimes we practice our instruments and we play piano and guitar. And we just have like a nice little sing-along that sort of ends up with tarot cards and things like that too. And feasting and snacks. And so that's how our evening goes. So what happens the very next thing, though, is that we get excited and we have a little celebration song. Yes, Erin? What about, oh, Gabrielle wants to talk again, does she? No, she's good. Okay. All right, so now that our son is born again, we're gonna have our little celebration song. So do you think we should turn on some more lights, or should we sit here in the dark with the candles? Okay, the kids have all voted for dark. So there is words in your service. So hopefully there's enough light for everybody to see those words. If not, you can come and we have some battery operated candles that are safe and easy to go amongst people. There it turns on at the wick. There you go. And Gabrielle, can you turn that one on? Do you know how? There. Miranda, turn this on. Thanks. Okay. All right. You ready for our next song?
Are we doing, it says deck the halls.
Does it? We
Or
could do
is
that
it,
after.
Here comes the sun?
No, this is the son is born again today. And then deck the halls.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I mess it up? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Sun is born again today. We greet the sun's first morning ray. Sing and celebrate the light. The sun's born in the longest night. Sun is born again today. We greet the sun's first morning ray. Sing and celebrate the light.
The sun's born in the longest night. The sun is born again today. We greet the sun's first morning ray. We sing and celebrate the light. The sun's born in the longest night. Is born again today. We greet the sun's first morning ray. We sing and celebrate the light. The sun's born in the longest night.
Now, Miranda, you're going to go up and play Deck the Halls, too, with Jessica.
I love this. I get so much help.
Oh, good. We can sing along with.
You can sing the words. The words are in the little paper, right? And you can remember what the words are. The little paper is the one that keeps falling out. Here, Erin, you can have mine. I would love to take one. Anybody? No. We're going to sing it right now with Miranda and Jessica playing.
So how many words? You have the paper?
Yeah,
Yep.
paper, I think it's just 3 verses on my
Yeah, that's all there is.
Yeah, okay, we got this. Okay, everyone, let's
extinguishing that just ends our sacred space. Oh, sorry. Okay. So a part of the UU service is to extinguish the chalice, which formally ends our service and our rite and our time together. And I am going to blow out, but a single candle. Taryn, do you want to blow it out when you come up? Do you want to do that? Okay. You come on up and I'll tell you when, okay? Just the one in the middle. We'll leave all the other ones, and then afterwards we can go out and we can have snacks, and we can stand in here and we can all sing together with songbooks that we've made, our irreverent pagan carols. And I've taken out the bad ones this year that we've been skipping for 20 years, that we've made this book off of old Angel Fire websites on the interwebs 25 years ago. It was, yeah, there's a date on there. Anyway, and this year we took out all the terrible ones that we skip and we added a couple of new ones that I know we all know the words to. Okay, so here is our chalice extinguishing. I'm going to read it and then I'll tell you when it's time. Are you ready? Just that one candle. Wait. Hold your breath. May the shortest day and the longest night bring rest to your mind and your body and your spirit. May you embrace the magic in the dark days that remain, in stories told, in dreamy days and cozy nights that can be found by flickering firelight. Breathe the cold air. Drink warmed teas and ciders made from this year's harvest. May the returning light warm the earth and guide your way in the coming season. Blessed be. Go for it, Taryn. Woo!
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. There comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, I'm lost in my music. Let's just keep singing. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Don't you love Riley? Use the microphone. I've turned it off and I put it over here.
All right, we can take capes off. Snacks are in the other room. If you're online, thanks for joining us.